Hi everyone, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel. Yes, I'm in bed. Again, don't shoot me. Thanks for being here with me. We're going to do something different today. So we're going to be doing a quick book review. Hopefully I'll do more of these. We'll see how it goes. I'm not quite sure what I'm actually doing at the moment, to be completely honest with you. Like, I know I do want to do book reviews. I just know how I'm going to go about it. So we'll consider this a test run. Yeah, test run. But before we get started, again, thanks for being here. If you want to check out any of my socials, it will be linked below. Don't forget to like this video at some point while you're watching it, and then subscribe and ding the bell so you don't miss an upload, and then leave me a comment on any other books you want me to read or review, or any videos or anything you want me to put out. Any ideas that you have, just drop them in there and see what happens. See what I can do. So yeah, let's get into it. So I just finished The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. We're just going to take this section by section. So we'll be doing how the book looks, how it reads, if it's true to the film, well, if the film's true to the book even, and yeah, my honest opinions right at the end, like an overview type thing. Yeah, so let's get started on how the book actually looks. So first of all, just looking at the cover, look how gorgeous that is with the gold detailing and the picture at the front. Look at that. And the spine as well, gorgeous. And on the pages as well, in some places, there's drawings as well. And then another thing that I really appreciate about this book, if I can flip through and find a page, yeah. So the first word of each chapter is all big and bold, and then there's also a drawing that usually interacts with the word as well. So sometimes you see Dorothy sat on a letter or something like that, and it's just really cute. It's a nice little touch. You don't get many books like that nowadays. I know this is marketed kind of like a children's book anyway, so family friendly type vibes, or at least the film was. The book, in terms of child friendliness, debatable. But we'll get onto that. We'll get onto that later on in the review. But in terms of looks, aesthetic, size of text and everything, like, look at that. Like, as someone who's dyslexic, I appreciate a big old text and some big old pictures. That's what I like. So it looks good. It feels good. Like, you can even hear it. It's a nice little fabric-y cover, hardback. Nice. So in terms of looks, I'll give it a solid 5 stars. 5 stars from me. Okay, so the content itself, the story is good. Like, I know the storyline, I've watched the films and stuff, so the storyline itself is good. Makes sense. It flows nicely. Like, the pacing is also pretty good. Like, you're never bored. Like, something new is always happening in the book. It's a short book. It's only like 208 pages or something like that. So it's packed with everything and more than the films. The writing itself is not very sophisticated. Let's just put it like that. Like, I'm assuming it's written that way so children can also understand it. That's why I'm thinking it's marketed as a children's book. Like, it must be, just based on the writing style and the way the films were. Like, I say children's book, I say, like, family friendly, I guess. I don't know how to word it properly, but the way it's written is, like, very basic, very simple descriptions, very straight to the point. But it also, I guess, it allows a child's brain to work a little bit. So, like, how, like, as adults we would list things with, like, commas. We'd be like, okay, so Dorothy, the Scarecrow, Toto, the Lion, Tin Man, they all went off and did something. In this book, it would be like, Dorothy went off and did something, and along with her came the Scarecrow, and the Tin Man, and the Lion, and like, they'd say and, like, instead of using commas and lists, which was kind of jarring at some points in the book, but regardless, it still made sense. It didn't necessarily affect the flow too much. It did slow down the pace a little bit at some points, but the pace wasn't so high stakes, so like we need to get this on now for it to affect it that much, if that makes any sense. I don't know if that made any sense whatsoever, but that was one thing that was like, the writing style could be changed a bit, in my opinion, if it was like a book aimed for people like me, adults. But I will double check if it is actually meant to be a children's book. If it is a children's book, then we'll probably put it somewhere on the screen, and then I understand why it's written like that. If it's not a children's book, then why is it written like that? Like, if you read it, you will understand what I mean. And some of the things they say in the book is like hilariously depressing. Like the Scarecrow, he's on the hunt for a brain. He's hoping the Wizard of Oz is going to give him a brain, right? And the Tin Man, he's hoping he's going to have a heart, and the Lion, courage, etc, etc. So at some points in the book, it's like, oh, I wish I knew how to do this. And then another character would be like, well, if you had a brain, you would know. Soon enough, you'll know these things because you don't have a brain, but you will get It's just like, give the man some slack. He's probably the smartest character in the book, which is probably like the whole thing at the end is like, oh no, you are smart, you just have to believe in yourself. Oh, you do have a heart, you just need to tap into it more. You are brave, you've got courage, you just need to be more confident. It's all already within us type thing. That's like the moral of the story. But for them to just be like, no, you're just stupid, but it's okay, you won't be stupid anymore. It's so funny. The things that they move from the book into the film is pretty true to the book. Like the journey through Oz, finding the Munchkins and the slippers. In the book, the slippers are silver. In the film, they're ruby slippers. Same deal, same like concept. They're just different colours. And like most of the plot lines are pretty accurate as well. The things they kept out of the films, I understand fully why. Like them getting attacked by wolves and all 40 of the wolves becoming decapitated by the Tin Man. Or in the book they call him the Tin Woodsman. So he goes around chopping off heads, and the Scarecrow snaps some necks of some birds and things like that. It's like wild. I was not expecting it to be that dark. But I think those are the parts I enjoyed the most. I don't know if that makes me a bad person or not, but that's like, I guess it was more like a great addition to it. It upped the stakes more. Like they were in trouble, they had to do something quick, fast, without like thinking too much into it. They were just like, alright, bet, chop some heads off, now we're safe. So yeah, that was good, I guess. Yeah, so I mean, all in all, just to quickly wrap up this slightly chaotic review, I'd give it a solid 3.5 stars out of 5. Yeah, like it was a decent read. The book itself, like the storyline, pretty straightforward, really easy to understand. Pacing was good. The plot lines themselves, good. Additional characters in there as well, like the field mice. I don't think they were in the films, and then the Winkies and the Munchkin. Like there was so many different, like so many people you come across that weren't in the films, or they weren't like named or made important in the films, but in the books they were, which was nice. The flying monkeys, we knew the whole deal about them. We got everyone's backstories as well, which was really nice. Like those additions, brilliant. Like I loved reading about all of that, because in the films they don't really go into much detail about them, or they didn't feel as important. So like I don't know if they actually did. Like it just didn't stick in my mind if they did. But in the books, it was like a whole plot point that they were telling their backstory. This is what happened, this is how they got to where they are, which is really nice. I really appreciate that. Obviously it looks fantastic, like look at that gorgeousness. And like all the drawings and stuff I really enjoyed. They look brilliant, so the illustrator was amazing, obviously. It's just all in all good quality. Solid 3.5 stars, can't complain. If you guys want me to do a longer review, just let me know in the book. I might even do like a chapter by chapter or like big plot line by big plot line type chunk of book if you want, or any other books you want me to review. I was thinking about doing a Fourth Wing / Iron Flame / Onyx Storm like chaotic compilation review type thing, because I have a lot of words to say to Rebecca. So many times I wanted to scream because of those books. But anyway, that's for a different video. So yeah, if you want anything else, be sure to comment below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe and ding the bell so you don't miss an upload. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. Make sure you check the comments below for any other links that I put in there, like my social pages and website links to like my shop, Etsy and things like that, in case you want to purchase anything. That'd be lovely. So stay safe, stay happy, love you all. See you in the next one. Bye.